runners, welcome back. Message 2 of the introductory week. And this time, let us talk about the season. Okay, let us, if you ask me the question, hey, Bala and the coaches, what should I expect this season? If that is the question. So let me give you the highest level answer to that. So we are starting tomorrow, right? We are starting today. Today is the rest day. And we will be training continuously for the next approximately 17 weeks or so. So our goal is somewhere, as I said, right, the train will reach San Francisco around April middle, 19th or so. We'll confirm that. So we have about 17 weeks in front of us for training. So let me invite Coach Hindu. So Hindu, how would you explain to newcomers, how do you think about these 17 weeks in terms of training?
So basically, like what you said, 17 weeks, out of which, the first 2 weeks are basically for warm up. Then the last 2 weeks we taper down. So that leaves around, 13 weeks or so. So it's very nicely broken down into chunks of 3 weeks. So typically one cycle is 3 weeks. So we break it down very nicely into 3 weeks. So it gets easier for any individual to follow the plan and, successfully reach San Francisco. So
there you go.
That's what I would, say.
Thanks, Coach. So as she rightly put, so we are going to now focus on, so this, as I said, right, we have multiple stations from here to San Francisco. So we are not, while our journey and destination is San Francisco, we are not going to be worried about San Francisco. All we are going to be worried about is what is the next station to reach, right? And that next station is what, as Coach Hindu was saying, 2 weeks, 3 week, 3 week, 3 week, 3 week cycle. And then last 2 weeks is just taper down towards the race day. That's pretty much the way we look at it. So let us now focus on the first sort of destination, the first whatever, I don't know, from New York City, the first destination, probably somewhere in Pittsburgh or something, right? So the first 2 weeks is the first cycle. So I want to invite Coach Saurabh, talk to us about what can a runner expect in this first 2 weeks.
Sure, Coach Bala. So as the name indicates, right, it's the warm-up week. We know holiday season's coming in, everyone looking forward to meet family, friends, have some sweets here and there. So that's perfectly fine. But we want all of our runners to get into a habit of looking after the final surge. What is the schedule for today? Okay, course training, go do some course training. Then what are the miles that they are running in? It's not going to be too much. It will be like 1 mile, 2 mile here and there. But before the actually cycle starts, as Coach Indu mentioned, we want everyone to get warm up. Like before the match, you just do some kind of a warm up, right? You get used to it and then you go for the actual match. So that's how it should be. So, yep, that's pretty much.
That's a great answer, Coach. So that's what you guys have to do, guys. Next 2 weeks. Just make sure, get into the habit. Now, our job now is building habit. Okay, the goal now is to build the habit of thinking about running, habit of doing something, putting that small deposit towards this running, bank, running account, right? So how does habit look like? Every day in the morning, you will open the final search. Actually, the best runners will open final search the day before. The absolute greatest runners will open it the week before. They will look at the week and they'll say, okay, this is what I need to do every day and plan the week. I would say the absolute ultimate runners will look at it the 2 weeks. Like once you reach the intermediate station, they already know what needs to happen to reach the next station. So they will look at it for the next 3 weeks, what I need to do, right? So these are all the sort of the various continuum in which you need to kind of climb up. So the first thing I want you to do is get used to opening final search. Now, when you open final search, you will have a different, activities loaded onto your final search. Now, if you are having any questions on this, ping your assistant coaches. I think they all have their own groups. Ping your assistant coaches so that you can understand what the final search activity looks like. So we have designed the final search. You go into your final search account, you will see an activity mentioned for you. You click on the activity in the email, in the mobile app, you click on the activity, it will open up. and it'll tell you what you are expected to do that day. Read the instructions, follow the instructions. Quite simple. Don't worry about San Francisco. Don't even worry about Pittsburgh. Just worry about what you need to do today. That's all. In mountaineering parlance, if I have to give you what you're supposed to do, the goal is summit, right? But right now, your job is to put that one step in front of the other. As long as you are able to do that one step in front of the other in the right direction, you will reach the summit. Okay? It is our job to take you to the summit. But your job is to make that one step in front of the other. And that one step right now, guys, is opening up your final search, understanding what you need to do, and follow through the activities. Make sure your watch records the activity and sends it back to Strava, to final search, so that your coach can take a look at it. And if they have to provide any input and comments, they will put it. Clear? That's really what you need to do. And that is how the season works. Let us come back again in the next message, and we will talk a little bit more about what to expect. Thank you, Coach Indu, and thank you, Coach Sarah.
Thanks.